Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, we are on the map Green Acres with another 3 versus 3 where I have spawned in the southwest corner as the teal zerg with my ally Bocephus, the blue zerg, and Contrarian, the red Protoss. And apparently I'm wishing our enemies good have fun, or good, I don't know what H means because obviously I corrected it, but let's look at our players that we want to good have fun. We've got Trid XX Core as the purple Zerg. We've got Vita Borowski as the orange Protoss, and finally we've got Optic Fred as the yellow Zerg. So I actually got a mirror matchup going here. That's interesting. Going gas first here. Going gas on 10. I don't know about that. There's almost no way. Well, I could throw it on a spawning pool now. Maybe throw it on a spawning pool. Yeah, but I still don't know if he's gonna have enough. If he's gonna, I guess he might be able to afford speed when this is done. If he mines it right away, I don't know. Right now we do have a probe from Vita Borowski who is scouting around. He's going to spot that gateway from Contrarian. See everything else that is going on, which is very minimal. It looks like I've just got my gas going up now. Assuming a pool is coming next, and looks like Vita Borowski might be able to see that. I think I literally paused that so he wouldn't see the pool going down. I don't know why. I really don't think that's going to buy him much tactical advantage, and he is going to see the pool from Bocephus finishing up, and that's going to tell him that he can make zerglings at any time. Looks like Trid XX Core is just going to be throwing. Oh, looks like he may have been mining some of that gas already. A little bit of gas there. Only getting 2 on there, and no, you cannot yet afford a zergling speed, but looks like he's ready to go with that. Just waiting on. He almost needs another one in gas just to get that going, but he's gonna hit the mark right now. Gonna start that zergling speed right when he can and accomplish no other macro in the meantime, which is okay. He's still got his money pretty low, and we do not yet have speed from Optic Fred, who I don't think has. Yeah, he's not quite gotten the gas up yet for it, so his speed is gonna be a little bit behind. We check the production tab. And it looks like I don't even have my speed on the way yet, so it's gonna be definitely an early speed from our double X player over here, Trid XX Core. It's gonna be a hard one to remember, and it looks like Contrarian's gonna be scouting with his probe. Not yet going for that speed. The Queen's gonna take a couple of pokes. Oh, it's gonna get a good bit of damage on that, but he's got to keep it back. He's got to get that inject in. Yeah, inject's gonna be a little bit late. I don't know if it was really worth it to get a couple of shots in that probe in order to miss that inject. We'll have to see. What we got going down? Another gas going down, and he's not yet utilized. I thought maybe he's going to go for early speed, but no, it looks like it's just Allie's going to go for that. And it looks like I have finally started my speed up, and it's going to be a little bit behind. Looks like Contrarian did lose that probe, Trid Core, whose speed is just about done. And he does not have zerglings on the way just yet. Oh, no, because they just popped out. So he's got some zerglings out. Not sure it's going to do much good. And, looks like he got his Overlord in a bad spot. He's going to lose that. That is going to supply block him. Is that going to make a difference? No, he's pretty good with supply right now. So he'll be okay. Going to make a more links. Looks like maybe by getting some aggression out there. Meanwhile, we've got Vita Borowski is expanding, and he apparently is the only non-Zerg on that team. And, looks like we spotted it because looks like I got an Overlord over here, and he kind of sees, look, what's going on over there. And it looks like he spotted my Overlord too, and they're just going to go have a little bit of a chat. Say, excuse me, where did you get that awesome skin? I'm like, oh, well, gee, this old thing, I mean, I'm just dressed as a slob today. And it looks like we have expansions down here for both Bocephus and myself. Even got my queen up there, right? Bocephus making a queen. He's not got a queen on the way. He needs to get a queen up there. And all those lings now, he had that early speed, and he's got all these lings, but he's not doing anything with them. I would think with that early speed, maybe going for some sort of timing aggression. Maybe he wants some more lings. He's building that up. No, he's not supply blocking. We got some slow lings from Optic Fred. His speed will be done soon, though. And he's also got 1-1 on the way. So early upgrades from Optic Fred. Even though he didn't get quite get early speed, he did get early upgrades. And that will give his lings a bit of an advantage, especially once speed finishes. And up against, well, there's not much over here. There's some lings, but they just certainly don't have upgrades yet. And Bocephus doesn't even have speed. And we don't have any other defenses. Do we have any zealots here? No, we don't. We have an observer. That's going to be next to useless in this coming engagement. And, oh, we did get some stalkers there. And the lings are going to go and protect the stalkers. So they'll be able to do some good long-range damage. But it looks like a quick wrap-around. And the stalkers are not going to last very long. And here comes some reinforcements. And it looks like this expansion is going to be gone. Mothership Core will be able to do some significant damage. And that was enough to scare them off, which seems to me a bit foolish. He had more than enough to completely wipe this out. He's not going to lose that many lings to a Mothership Core. Even with these stalkers helping out, it's not going to be that big a deal. He could have done so much more damage right now. But if we check the units lost right now, yeah, it looks like I've lost a fair amount, but it looks like Trid XX Core. I'm doubling the wrong part of his name. Actually, well, yeah, no, it looks like our team is a little bit behind. I'm going to throw up a spine. I'm going to probably need more than that. That is not going to be enough, especially since we got another round of lings on the way. Looks like I've started my 1-1. It's not going to be nearly done in time, and Optic Fred is going to get his 1-1. No, his 1-1's still not finished. And it looks like this time they're quite certain that they want to take out this hatchery. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to stop it, anything we do. This time they were smart. They're like, we got more than enough lings. Just take it out. They can't kill that many, and that's a whole hatchery gone. That is not a small deal. And that drone's kind of running the moguls there. And we're definitely going to get some defense up here. Like I said, one spine is not going to be enough. A whole row of spines along here might not be a bad idea. And are they ready for another push? Looks like Vita Broski's taking the time to get some Void Rays out. And we don't have any anti-air coming out yet other than the Stalkers. But we should have enough Stalkers for one Void Ray. Contrarian is going to be moving his probes out to his expansion. I'm going to try to intercept this, block him off from the Spine Crawler so it can do as much damage as possible. Even the Queen getting in on the action, which is going to be careful because, yeah, these defenses, the Lings are not going to last much longer. And, oh, with the Void Ray there, and a couple of Roaches from Bocephus, but a quick surround. No, he's going to try to focus down the hatchery. Even throwing down... Wait, who's... No, that was actually Vita Broski's Time Warp. I'm not really sure the point of that exactly, but it looks like I'm going to get some damage on the Mothership Core, but it's not going to finish it off. Trying to get his Spore up, but he could easily finish that off. And the Stalkers are going to try to finish down. They're going to be able to focus down one of the Void Rays. They're going to put out Prismatic Alignment, which is going to do a ton of damage to these Stalkers. Is it going to be enough? It's going to be so close. Oh! With the I guess there are Stalkers back here that were kind of helping out with that, but that was so close. The Spore is up, though. Need to get that hatchery back up and running. Bocephus even hasn't even got his back up yet. And another Void Ray, no Prismatic Alignment engaged though, and so he's gonna get one kill, but I don't think that was a fair trade though. Not in the slightest, and I'm gonna get these drones back to work. But I don't think that's gonna happen because we got more. Oh, no, the Lings have changed their mind. Looks like I'm getting a Baneling nest out. Maybe they got wind of that, but I only just started it. This is nowhere near close enough to defending this base. Yeah, some Zealots would probably help out. But we're definitely going to need to get some anti-air up, and I don't see any anti-air on the way. Do either of us have a lair? Looks like I'm just starting a lair. Bocephus does have his lair up. He is getting a Spire out, which will help counter those Void Rays, but it looks like they retreated for now. I don't know. They were doing tons of damage. If they kept down the aggression, I really don't think we've been able to hold this. Why they backed off on such superior numbers is beyond me. I mean, we had limited anti-air, so once you throw the Lings in there, they start taking out Stalkers, and what are we going to do? Crap all is what we're going to do, and oh, looks like some of my Lings were scouting around, maybe trying... Oh, looks like we took out this expansion. That's what they were up to. That's what they were up to. So, losing some Lings for an expansion, that's not a bad trade either, since we've lost a couple of our own, and could definitely use the advantage. Looks like, no, Contrarian's not got any defenses here. He's just going to get some more gateways there. Got a Warp Prism out. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. And we have spotted them moving across the map because watchtowers are good. And I got some Banelings in there now. And, oh, they did not get a good hit on those Lings. They're going to run right in. Oh, no, they're going to run right into my base. Pretty going to have to try to filter through there, which is probably not going to be good for my Banelings. And Bocephus's Lings are kind of blocking mine right now. So I'm losing all my drones because the Banelings can't get in there. And this ought to finish them up. There we go. But, lost a lot of drones there. And, oh, those Lings were probably ill-advised to run in there. No, don't put the Banelings in there. It's cleaned up. It's good. It's fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. We got Hydralisks coming out here for Trid XX Core. I don't know why they don't just stick with the Lings and maybe tech up, because the Lings seem to be working, although we have Banelings out now. That will help a little bit. But it's it gonna help enough? I don't know. Looks like Contrarian is now taking another expansion. Oh, that's what the Warp Prism was for. He's gonna take this base. Rocks are not in any danger of going down, although he might want to start working on those with any unit whatsoever, just so if he needs to reinforce this base, he can. And there he goes. Oh, I guess he was listening to me. And now we got Hydralisks up here. No upgrades for them. We got Void Rays with +1 armor, +1 attack. And Optic Fred, just 1/1 lings. He does have his own Baneling nest, though. And he's getting Baneling speed, which I don't think I have Baneling speed yet. I do not. So, but are they going to go offensive with the Banelings, or are they going to be more defensive? And he hasn't actually made any yet. It looks like they're doing some shared control. This is the one, looks like Tridex is going to take control of Optic Fred's army, who is, what is he doing right now? He's got a lair up. Working on some upgrades, I guess. Just making lings right now. I'm going to try to defend these expansions, I guess, is the order of the day. Meanwhile, we're still trying to put our economy back together. It looks like, oh, I have started my Baneling speed now. Just trying to get some drones back out, because it looks like my economy, yeah, falling a little bit behind. Although our opponents, they've not had their economy assaulted. Optic Fred is on one base with 15 workers. I'm not really sure what he's doing right now, but as you can see, he is about 33% utilized at his base right now, and he's mainly just going for gas. He needs to expand. He needs more workers. He needs an economy. Oh, 4 more drones. Oh, he's going to need them for this expansion. And it looks like there's scouting here. Yep, there's nothing there. And we got eyes on this. Do we have an observer? Yeah, we do have an observer there. So we know what's here. We got Hydralisks and Void Rays. Are we building anything to counter? It looks like Bocephus is getting Mutalisks up. I'm just getting +2 armor and Baneling speed. I'm gonna kind of sticking to tier 1, I guess, even though I have this lair up for, I guess, level 2 upgrades or something. I don't know. I'm going to try to get a 3rd base up. These bases can be hard to hold because air units and Colossi definitely like to push in from this direction. Even siege tanks are quite a pain for holding this expansion. But it can also go uncontested too. So, you know, that's always nice. Bocephus is going to be getting a 3rd of his own. Hopefully we're getting our economies back under control. And we got a fleet beacon coming out here for Vita Borowski, who apparently doesn't think Void Rays are good enough. He needs to get carriers, or maybe he just needs to get +2 upgrades. Oh, maybe he needs +2 upgrades. That could be exactly what he's going for here. But if we can get enough Mutalisks out, Corruptors, no, Corruptors are not the answer, Bocephus. Those Void Rays will tear them apart. Definitely want to get more Mutalisks out. +1 attack, no, more Mutalisks. We definitely need more Mutalisks. And, oh, Banelings are being created here, but that's not what I clicked on. I clicked on this. So they're getting ready for attack. A Hydralisk Baneling Void Ray attack. That is an interesting choice. We also have to be careful because Banelings are a pretty good counter to Banelings, and we have Colossi. No sentries, though, so we're not going to be seeing any force fields, which force fields and Colossi will ruin any Baneling's day. And, yeah, the Observer's still here. We see everything that's on the way, and are we going to be preparing for it? Again, Corruptor's not the right choice. We do have a Dark Shrine coming out. Got to be careful with these Banelings here. They can do a fair amount of damage to units they cannot see. Just throwing that out there. And I'm just making lings and banelings apparently. That's the order of the day for my my swarm. I really wish I'd be teching up a little bit more, but maybe I feel pressure just to get an army out because we know they're coming. Getting some spines out. Get those lings out of the way. Could someone please clear the lings out of the way? They've interrupted like 75% of my spine crawlers. Where are my spine crawlers? They're getting ready to attack. My spine crawlers are not being made. Oh, gee. Oh, and look at all those banelings pop. That is, oh, no, my lings, no, my lings. And he did a lot of damage on the Colossi, but he lost all of his banelings, which means banelings can go in, finish off. And no, not Corruptors, Bocephus, against Void Raid's Prismatic Alignment. And yeah, watch them disintegrate. And now the Colossi, they need a run. They need a run now, because if he turns around, the Stalkers are going to try to defend them. Prismatic Alignment is going to end, which is going to help him a little bit, but just no, it's not good. And not one Mutalisk is not going to be enough. And he does finally evacuate the Colossi, but oh, there's not much here. A Spore and a Queen are not going to stop this many Void Rays. We need some anti-air. What are we getting? Don't make more Corruptors. Stop making Corruptors. We need Mutalisks. And Contrarian actually has a lot of money right now. He could be maybe feeding us, and we're going to try to get Bosivas is going to try to get some spores up. It doesn't look like they're going to finish, though. Not even close. I don't know what to do with my lings right now. I'm like, well, can I distract their fire? Well, that's not really going to help much. And 3 Mutalisks is not enough. You can't just send in 3 Mutalisks. They'll die instantly. You cannot take Mutalisks against Void Rays unless you have the numbers. Otherwise, it is a one-sided slaughter. If you have the right numbers, then it's a one-sided slaughter, but in the other direction. It is looking pretty bad right now. But they just used up their Prismatic Alignment, which will give these Stalkers a good chance to get some damage. They do have some Blink, which is going to also help them take less damage. And, oh, looks like there's some more banelings there. I don't know who those were, but going to try to focus down some of the Void Rays. One does go down, but they managed to get away. There's one Void Ray can follow him around, but Prismatic Alignment is still on cooldown. But these poor Stalkers are kind of trapped right now. He's going to try to get to those Void Rays. He's doing a pretty good job of maneuvering it away from our anti-air. And oh no, the Colossi. The Colossi against Void Rays. No! We will be able to focus down the Hydralisks, but I don't think the Hydralisks are a big issue right now because he's about to lose all of his Colossi. Oh, the Stalkers are going to distract him for a little bit, but I don't think they can outrun Void Rays. Definitely can't outrun Void Rays, but Prismatic Alignment is gone again. So he can now use the Stalkers and the Spore Crawler there, helping out as much as he can. Blink, don't let him get away. Blink forward, don't let him get away. You have Blink. Oh, well, that was not... My base survived somehow. Bosivas lost his natural, and all these larvae about to die, but we held on. Barely. And we checked the units lost. It is certainly not looking good right now. Income, Bosivas is not doing good, but we're not too bad. I'm a little behind Vita Broski, but Contrarian's macroing like a champ as usual. And has he cut in? He has cut into those money supplies, so he's rebuilding. Looks like Bosivas is going to use all those eggs, making some zerglings apparently. I got some banelings out now. Deal with any ground attack, and oh, let's back that up. I want to see that attack again before it actually commences. Looks like Optic Fred has got some banelings of his own. These Stalkers are moving into engage. I don't know why. It's not really a good use of Stalkers. Well, if they want to absorb the baneling hits, that's fine. I can use my banelings on, well, not really much actually. It looks like they they maybe got a little splash on some of those Hydralisks, but not really. But we did thin out the army and are trying to push forward. And we're still getting Void Rays out of Vita Broski, but does he have enough? He's only on 2 bases. I think he's trying to take a third, but on 2 bases, he really can't rebuild that Void Ray army very quickly. We're trying to get some spines up here for Tridex, but it's going to be a little bit too late with Colossi here. It's kind of irrelevant. And Bosivas is going to focus down the natural. And here come the Void Rays, which are going to completely clean up these... Nope, they're not going to clean up. Why are they not cleaning up the Stalkers? Where are they going? They're wasting their Prismatic Alignment. They would have this battle, but he's running away. And, well, the damage is done, I guess. And, oh, look, that Observer, no, he's fine. Got out of the range of the Overseer. And Tridex is gone? That seemed remarkably premature, if you ask me. Okay, we got some lings in here, but I think we're dealing with them all right. Is it because he lost his natural? This seems highly irregular. I think that was a premature exit. I mean, if they kept those Void Rays numbers up, it's still trouble for us. I mean, this isn't necessarily over yet. I've seen mismatches go towards the team that's at a disadvantage more than enough times. I've seen a 3-on-1 go in terms of the undermanned player, and you've seen that game. It was around here recently. Oh, the Stalker's got to blink away, blink away, blink away. Oh, blink away a little too late. No, no! He blunk on the high ground. Blunk, right? Well, either way, he's got a lot of dead Stalkers. Oh, man, a total misblink. Oh, that is painful. That is something we cannot afford because we still have a lot of Void Rays, and looks like I'm going to be getting some Hydralisks up, but you gotta there's some Hydralisks. I'm going to try to pick away these Void Rays as much as we can. The Stalkers are going to try to pick away. The Prismatic Alignment is on cooldown. This is going to help give them an advantage. Just kind of pulling back and forth. Hydralisks and Stalkers trying to work as a tandem, trying to thin out these numbers as much as possible because he can only get so much money. He can only build these so fast, and he's only building 2 at a time, which I can only presume. And Prismatic Alignment is absolutely useless against Hydralisks. It's a complete waste to use those on Hydralisks because Hydralisks are not armored. And if you read Prismatic Alignment, it does +6 damage versus armored. See, now it's useful, but now it's run out. So, well, the stalkers are running away, and they're mostly dead. And he's gonna start losing his pylons. It's gonna start empowering things. He's gonna try to blink forward. Prismatic alignment is off cooldown. He's focusing down that pylon, which means the stalkers are gonna get a few good hits. And that one, he's not gonna get away. And I got some hydros here, but there's not really a good engagement. If I run them in single file, they're gonna get destroyed. I mean, the range, I've only got range 5. I don't have the range upgrade yet, and Void Rays shoot range 6, so they do outrange the hydros until I can get that upgrade. And I may not be able to afford it. He's focusing down all the pylons, which is gonna unpower most of Contrarian's buildings, but I mean, we don't really need Colossi right now because I don't think the ground army is that big a deal. It's just the Void Rays, and Optic Thread's going to lose this base. We got a Colossi in a good position. Get a little bit more on the aggressive. We have to deal with these Void Rays. I'm pumping out Hydralisks. We got Mulisks coming here for Bocephus. I don't know where his Mulisks are hanging out at. Now, there's not that many of them, so it would kind of be foolish for them to engage these alone. But Contrarian losing all of his attack right now. Nope, he's just going for pylons, which is working. Contrarian is supply blocked. And oh, that poor Colossus. Is he going to make it out in time? Yes, he is. And they're going to focus him down. Yes, they are. But still, not a lot left. I'm trying to use my Hydros to try to anticipate where they're going. Getting a little bit in range there. I'm trying to get that range upgrade. And this is probably not the greatest position. But if I try to run all the way up there in the prismatic alignment, not going to be good against Hydros. I'm going to trying to get a good angle. It's just so hard to get Hydros in position. They'd be such great anti-air if they could actually get anywhere, but they're so flimsy. If they march single file in anywhere, they just die. We did focus that down, and we are on the offensive, and we're still making Void Rays. We need to shut this Air Force down right now. Although, does he have any Void Rays out right now? He does, and there they are, and goodbye Colossi. So it's just a matter of dealing with the Void Rays, but I think we've got an advantage now. He can't keep rebuilding this quickly, although he does have a ton of money. He almost needs to throw down 1 or 2 more Stargates because he can't keep reproducing an army that quickly, even with Chrono Boost. 2 of the gates at a time, and it's not going to be good. Now that I've got Hydros rolling, 13 coming out, Hydros speed on the way, range is done. And Stalkers are going to try to slow him down as much as possible. And yeah, Contrarian's got a lot of gas, though. I could probably use some of that gas. Maybe. Any gas? Oh, look at this building block. If look, here come my Hydros, but I can't move through here because the mules are going to thin him out. He might have some good numbers here. I didn't get a count on how many there were and why is nothing dying here. How come nothing? This thing is almost dead, and it's like wait. What were the Hydros or what were the Mulisks attacking? I want to see what these Mulisks are attacking. Okay, the Mulisks are attacking, and they almost get that, but then they stop. What are they shooting at? It's like they stop. It's like they stopped doing damage. Did anyone see that? Did anyone else see that? I thought maybe he accidentally clicked on the Nexus or something, but it's like they almost had that Void Ray killed, and then they just gave up on life. But looks like I do have enough to kind of squeeze in here, trying to messed up that stutter step micro a little bit there, but the Void Rays are done. And again, he's producing 2 at a time, so he's only I don't know what we're talking about right now, but I don't care how much money he has. He doesn't have the production to keep up with this army, and we're getting on the offensive here. And these Hydros aren't going to do anything. Lings moving in for Bocephus. They don't really care about the Void Rays. There you go. Yeah, go focus down the pylons. Go focus down the Stargates. And apparently we're doing some sort of Abbott and Costello thing down there. I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, I don't know if... well, let's see. If you got that pylon down, would that pylon be powering them? They don't have the little power grids anymore. I can't tell if this is the last pylon powering those. But as soon as we get some anti-air up here, I'm sure there's a few Hydralisks here. Not a lot of upgrades on them. And yeah, my Lings are moving in there. We're going to scout around for expansions. It's just there's not much left for them right now. Just these handful of Void Rays and whatever he can pump out, which is not a lot. Looks like I'm going to be like, well, let's just take everything out. Yep, the Stargates are empowered now. And if he loses all his probes, he can't rebuild those pylons. And it looks like he's going to lose the Stargates anyhow. So, good surge of Lings are pretty good for taking care of Void Ray armies because, you know, they just can't kill them fast enough. Where are my Hydralisks? There's my Hydralisks. And Archon's getting some good splash in there. Let's move those Hydralisks in there. There we go. Let's finish this. Let's get right underneath them. There you go. Now, slightly better stutter step micro. I could have, you know, maybe done that a bit faster. And there it is. So, wow, a lot of aggression. I think they had plenty of opportunities to finish us off, but they let us go long enough to get up enough units to deal with their armies. Barely. But I hope you enjoyed this game, and have a day.